Welcome to Finance Deep Dive. There's this quiet revolution happening in our finances, and honestly, you might not even realize it. It's all being powered by AI. So today we're going to pull back that curtain and see how artificial intelligence is basically becoming your new financial co-pilot for like everything from budgeting to investing. Okay, so to really get how huge this shift is, let's just take a step back and remember the old way, right? For decades, managing your money meant you were just drowning in receipts and spreadsheets. And that first super tedious task, manually tracking every single expense. It was a chore that just felt like it would never end. And then, after you finally figured out where all your money went, you had to become some kind of fortune teller, right? Trying to predict every single bill and payment coming up. It was just a constant source of stress, always worrying about that one surprise expense that could completely derail your whole budget. And all that work, all those hours you spend tracking and predicting, it was all for one goal, right? To actually grow your wealth. It was this constant, hands-on thing that just demanded a ton of your time and effort. But what if all of that could just be automated? What if some intelligent system could do all the heavy lifting for you? Not just tracking your money, but, truly managing it. Yeah, that was the old financial grind. For generations, this is just how it was. Managing your own money was this manual, super time-consuming process that honestly felt more like a chore than a real path to financial freedom. But that is all changing. We are now officially in the era of the money co-pilot. A whole new wave of AI-powered digital assistants is here, and they're designed to do one thing: automate that grind and give you some really smart insights. And you're probably starting to see these co-pilots popping up everywhere. Take an app like Cleo, for example. It's one of the big leaders in this space, and it uses this conversational AI to help you budget and save in a way that literally feels like you're just texting a friend. Then you've got Copilot, another really powerful tool in this fast-growing market. Its whole focus is on giving you this complete, holistic view of your finances, pulling in everything, from your investments to your credit card spending, all into one easy-to-read dashboard. And Monarch Money, well, it really just solidifies this trend. It offers tools for things like collaborative budgeting and setting goals together. And the key thing to get here is that these aren't just simple budget trackers anymore. No way. They're intelligent systems designed from the ground up to understand your entire financial life. So what makes some of these apps really stand out is their personality. Seriously, Cleo, for instance, might totally roast you with a joke if you overspent. It's this super clever approach that turns what used to be really stressful financial discipline into something that's interactive and surprisingly fun. Okay, so how does this whole thing actually work? Well, it's a pretty simple but really powerful three-step process. First, the AI tracks your spending habits. Then, it learns your unique financial patterns. And then, it starts offering you personalized advice that a boring old spreadsheet could never, ever give you. It's proactive, you see, not just reactive. But look, this technology goes way beyond just managing your day-to-day spending. The next big frontier, it's your investments. This is where AI is kicking off a whole new era of hands-free wealth building. And this is exactly where robo-advisors come into the picture. You've probably heard of them, companies like Wealthfront and Betterment. They use really sophisticated AI to manage entire investment portfolios automatically. What that means is they're making these complex strategies accessible to everyone, not just, the super wealthy. And if you compare them, you can really see the core advantage. A human investor, we might make emotional decisions when the market gets all volatile. But a robo-advisor, it operates on pure, cold, automated logic. It adapts instantly to market changes, which removes that all-too-human impulse to panic sell or chase the latest hot trend. But of course, we've got to be real here. It's not all perfect. With any powerful new tech like this, there are always going to be significant risks and some really important questions that we need to be asking. So the first big one is privacy, right? To get that personalized advice, you're basically handing over a complete map of your financial life. And that raises a huge question. How is all of this incredibly sensitive data being used? And more importantly, how is it being protected? And that leads right into the next question, security. When you've got all your financial data parked in one app, how can you really be sure that it's safe from hacks and data breaches? And finally, there's this more subtle but really significant risk of what's called algorithmic bias. could the AI have hidden biases baked into its programming that might lead to unfair or just plain bad financial advice for certain groups of people? These are absolutely critical issues that the industry is frankly still trying to figure out. But even with those risks, the momentum here is just undeniable. So let's look at where this is all going. Because the potential for a fully automated financial future is, well, it's enormous. So here's the crucial point. The main takeaway. AI isn't just a cool feature anymore or some niche trend. It is rapidly becoming the fundamental backbone of how we save, how we spend, and how we grow our money. And here's what I really want you to take away from this video. The people who get this, who start adapting to these tools today, they're the ones who are going to be way ahead of the curve. Because the future of personal finance, it's almost certainly going to run on this kind of seamless, intelligent automation. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to Finance Deep Dive. It motivates us to keep posting.